wants to, my lord, canvass it from paragraph 45 onwards. I not place the paragraph, but I want to mention for which paragraph for which purpose. Paragraph number 45 is specifically for those candidates which is tainted. If I read it, I don't, if my lords want, and
Yes,
paragraph 46 is for not specifically found to be tainted. Kindly note it, because every paragraph has specific purpose. That's why. Paragraph 47 is not specifically tainted, but who have earlier engagement. Now, paragraph 48 for the disabled candidate. One disabled candidate, that is Soma Das, not disabled, but for on humanitarian ground, one Soma Das service was saved. And paragraph 49 purpose is age relaxation for the candidates. That is the purpose of every paragraph. And the High Court's order, which I mentioned in 363, that's 4 paragraphs which I read, that is upheld by the Supreme Court. The state ought to collect money and state ought to return back their salary in the state exchequer. State now what they did, they just give the money. Now, my lord, in the point of legislative competency, my lord, I want to cite one judgment only, my lord. Although I have several judgments, my lord, just my lord, 2023. 17 SCC, page 1. From the aforesaid judicial precedent is a legislator cannot directly set aside a judicial decision. In our state, my lord, there are 3 authorities.
Which paragraph?
Paragraph 35.
35.
Yes, my lord.
All right.
Because state might have that legislative competency. That doesn't mean they can alter any decision.
Yes.
What follow from the paragraph 35?
Yes,
What
yes.
is matter? What follows from the aforesaid judicial precedent is a legislator cannot directly set aside a judicial decision. However, when a competent legislator retrospectively remove the substrum and or foundation of a judgment to make a decision ineffective, that same is a valid legislative exercise, provided it does not transgress on any other constitutional limitation. That is very important. Supreme Court, whenever this judgment pronounced, that is become law of the land. If they just through this scheme, they want to alter it. They can't do it. That is the basis of this judgment. Such a legislative declared unconstitutional not considered to be an encroachment on judicial power, but an instance of abrogation of recognized under Constitution of India. This decision referred to above manifestly show that it is open to the legislator to alter the law retrospectively. That about retrospectivity, but I not go into that. So my contention is that state that legislative competency you have, that doesn't mean you can alter any decision. The Supreme Court decision, if it wants to alter it, there must be a constitutional validity. Now that there is no such constitutional validity, they are tainted candidate. State ought to return back their money. But that's my point, Malad, regarding this two aspects, Malad. One is that maintainability, because everyone is
end up this for CAV with the other matter also.
No, Milord.
Yes. Grateful, Malad.
Only Milord, London Advocate General will come, Milord, and so far we shall talk to him that this has referred. Milord,
Nothing. Mr. Advocate General has already submitted. Legislative competence was your submission.
the judgment has
the
been
locus.
Locus
Locus.
also. That
New
was
point
your
has been
submission.
raised by the
What is the new point?
petitioner that everyone is taxpayer
Taxpayer.
of India, and
Very
hence they are entitled to
Milord, so far as
preferential
the
There is nothing to reply. It is the
kindly-
same thing. It is the same thing. All our
Kindly,
are
Milord,
the same.
kindly open it, Milord. If Milord, my London Advocate General, after
Speak to
perusing,
the AG. Speak to the AG
Yes.
if he feels,
perusing the judgment, but if he wants to,
if he feels something.
Yes,
He can come.
Milord, we can-
Otherwise, I'll place it for
Definitely
CAV
obliged.
with the
Definitely obliged to us.
Grateful,
3 and 4 CAV. Hearing
Definitely obliged to us.
Grateful, Malad.
After this judgment, if he wants, Milord, I can supply a copy.
Because these are the arguments made by the advocate
Advocate
General
General.
himself.